famous. Everybody knows him. Here he is.
Is that Pimp Daddy?
That's Pimp Daddy. We got Pimp Daddy tonight.
Goes in the right. Smooth talk, slick stride. Feel the bass, it hits your soul. The pimp's here to take control.
What are you doing, Daddy?
Pimp Daddy.
All the way from Brooklyn.
Oh, Lord. That thing looks so real, too. It is freaking awesome. When I saw like, why? What? How the? I'm just going to keep it to myself.
I still think that was a picture of you about 20 years ago, Eddie.
But yeah, anybody will believe it.
Yeah.
Because it looks so real. It's like, hey, Cat, how you doing?
All right, Eddie. Or should I say Pimp Daddy?
Then I thought of too. I say, oh, he's gonna come with the Pimp Daddy, boom. And then you say, I'm like, oh Lord, I'm in trouble now. So
yeah, then I had a few extra minutes to play around to make you an intro song to go with it. So
like one of those you know what type of movies back in the 80s.
Yeah, well, I was shooting for a 70s video style.
Yeah, sure.
Nailed it. Next
time. Gotta be good. I better behave with him for Sherman because he'll get me. Get me anytime. Oh my Lord.
Christmas tree Batman. So, well, hey, if anything happens, Eddie, we got Batman and Robin up here tonight too. So
yeah, that's right.
Lord.
Oh Lord.
So how you been doing this afternoon, Eddie?
It's been a roller coaster day. Got to talk to my brother too. Alice has been doing much better. Thankfully, Lord. And I tried to take a nap earlier too. Like I heard Chad talking about naps. I'm like, yeah, I was just getting out of one that I just did, and by the time I went in the bathroom and washed my face and my mouth and all that, and grab and talk to Alice, I'm like, okay, let me go get ready for the live, and then I see that I'm already late. I'm like, oh my God, 7:04. So
that's all right. Hey, it worked out even better for your intro.
Yes.
It worked out for you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna live this day go down in history for the rest of my life.
Well, that's my one and done. I'll send you the song if you want it, but that's my one and done with it.
When I saw your thumbnail, I went like, how the? And I said, oh yeah, of course, I put it on Facebook myself. So yeah, it's like I played at this for myself anyway. So all right, bring it on.
Of course, Danny's gonna run with it.
You're going to a theater near you with your no. No, Danny, those type of theaters are very light, not around anymore. So thank God.
You can hire Danny as your manager.
No. She's already handling Scott. That's more than enough. Enough as it is. I think it's how she's getting better. Thankfully, yeah, she's doing much better. She's walking around. She's getting hungry, so which is a good sign.
Yep.
And of course, she eats something and things happen, but at least she's acting towards food, and which is a good sign to me. So I have her with me one more day tomorrow. Then she said to go back to work on Thursday. So if everything goes well by Thursday, she should be back at at the office. So we'll see. We'll see how the day goes tomorrow.
Well, hopefully, since you got a lot of rest yesterday and some more today, and that's starting to, even though it don't stay long, but eating and building up your energy, hopefully resting again tonight and tomorrow she'll be back to 90% Thursday anyway.
Yep. She got a little sarcastic with me too, so that's a good sign too. Like, oh, okay, somebody's almost back.
Oh, yeah.
But
She's getting good. She's getting sarcastic.
Yes.
Let's see. I also have no
one. You got that right.
Greg is easy to manage for.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want that job. I don't want that job. Nope. You can keep it. No, Danny, you can keep managing him. I don't want him.
I wouldn't do it either.
Oh, yeah. Well, anybody that's in my chat, put a poll question up there. See what you wish you'd known about editing when you first started. So, anybody puts anything in there, and then something we can talk about during the show.
Okay.
So, let's see. All right, we can get started here. What both of you, what kind of editing softwares do y'all use? I know Eddie uses a bunch of different ones for long content and the shorts and that kind of stuff. But so what? I guess Chet, what do you use for doing your editing and?
Well, for my
making
video
pieces that you do,
I'm using a Filmora Wondershare for all my videos and my shorts, and it works out really good. I found it to be very user friendly because I was a mechanic. I'm not an IT guy, so it's got to be simple to use, easy to use, and it is. It's very easy. And I think what I like about it too is over the process of using it, every time they update, they enhance something, make it better, or they add something new. And I look at it, see if it's something I can use, and it just works out very well for me, basically because of the easiness of it. Because if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, I need to try Filmora. I hadn't used that or played around with that one. I need to try it out and see how it is. I'm using Mojave, and it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got more stuff in it than I know what to do with, for one thing.
Yeah.
But, and it's constantly updating and adding new things and getting a lot of more of the cool tools and that kind of thing. And I use Canva some. I'll take and do a scene and add some stuff in Canva and then move it over to Mojave to put it all together, kind of that way some. That's kind of the two that I use. Eddie, I know you use InShot for a lot of your stuff, but anything else you're using?
When it came to editing, back in the 80s, my dad bought me and my brother one of those camcorder cameras. And back then we were just filming, nothing about editing back then. What do we knew anyway? So we just step out of the machine and put it on the VCR and played it. So in 91, that's 1990, that's when I got into school in Miami Beach. And that's when I was introduced to editing. We're talking about those beta big tapes, just big cameras and all that we used to carry around and filming TV news and stuff. So once we got into the editing room, that's when you see the real stuff going. How to deal with all this machine, all these tapes, or the console board in front of you, and what here, what to fade in, fade out. And this used to be a lot of friggin' things. Now it's just this.
Right.
This is all I use right here. I do have Filmora in my laptop. I've never used it. Once I learned about InShot on this thing, and I was able to do everything in here, Why transfer everything to the computer and do everything on the laptop and process the whole thing? So
Right.
I do have Filmora with me. I have never used it. It's been like 3 years since I downloaded. I don't even know what it looks like, because once InShot came into my life, it was like a saving grace to me.
Right.
Everything's on the phone. It's very, friendly to me. I'm just like you when it comes to IT and stuff like that. You speaking to me in a different language,
Yeah.
language I don't know. So yeah. And sometimes Jeremy says stuff, and I'm like looking at him like, could you say that in English now? And he's like, but I'm talking to you in clear English. Like, no, you're not. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. It's like, please explain. Go step by step, and that's when I become Cheryl. That's when I start saying, you gotta slow down and hold your horses and speak to me clearly, because I have no idea what you mean. Him and Ryan get together and forget it. I get lost. They start talking about this and do this and do cable this, and I'm like, mother, what's wrong with this dude? What the hell? Then they looked at me like, yeah, I know I'm older than the two views and all that, but yeah, there's some stuff in the world that I don't know. So hello, chill, and deal with me. But I have tried to teach Alice InShot on her phone,
Right.
and she don't quite grasp it. She doesn't have the patience. You got to be, when it comes to editing, you got to be patient.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will tell you. You have to listen to what you're doing, put in your head when you're filming. When it comes to editing, as you're filming, you're already editing in your head. What do you want to see? The stuff
Right.
that you're filming from, always work a way to make a story out of it. This way, when you go down to edit it, at least you have an idea of the flow or do you want to get into. Always make sure, be careful on how do you film stuff too. Also, when you go from dark to light, from light to dark again, from a person to a wall or stuff like that. So you got to be very conscious of what you're doing. You have to make it look like a story. Also, your sound has to hit that point or the beat. When it changes, that's when you make your what do you call that? The move from scene to scene.
Transition.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I see. In my head, I'm not thinking clearly on edit language. So when you do your transition, and the good thing about this InShot is that they make it a flow. It's not a cut; it's a flow into between
Right.
scenes. So that kind of makes it a little bit better. I mean, I'm still learning about it, and even though I feel so good about some of the edits I do, sometimes I redo them again, and then I feel even better. Most of the times, I feel good the first shot, and I know we're not all professionals, so
Right.
that's why I try to do the best I can and put it out there. And most of the times flows because not everybody. It's we're not talking about this guy, this big director, stuff like that. They're gonna come and criticize me, but at least I do what I can, and I try whatever I learn. I try to teach somebody else too.
Right. Yep. Bless you.
And yeah.
Excuse me.
But I will tell you, editing to me is very easy. It's a nice flow that comes to it, and sometimes I could put a video really quick. Sometimes, depending on how much stuff I got put in, I redo a video until I feel comfortable with it. Sometimes at the end, I might don't like the end of it. I redo the whole thing. Sometimes I end up changing the whole music all over again. So
Right.
it's a system, and I will listen to the video at the end once I'm finished before I publish it. I will listen to it 3-4 times to make sure that I got it the way I want it, and everything flows. And then I read the if I do any text on it, make sure that I spelled it right, that it fits the screen, that is in the right spot. Also, the how is the music flowing with it? How does it sound at the beginning? How does it sound at the end? There's sections where I cut out the music out because there's either some kind of communication going on the video, or there may be some other type of music going on, and you got to be careful also. This copyright crap lately, you got to be so careful with it too when you film. That don't cut if you're playing one song, then don't cut because there's another song on the video. Try to make a transition into it, or lower your volume on your filming stock that you have. This way, you could flow in your own music that is not, hopefully, it's not copyright already.
Right.
That is part of your system, and so when you make the flow, go with it. So just all the stuff that I've been doing lately. That when I put them out, as soon as I put them out, I get a claim. So I have to go into YouTube. I've been using a lot of YouTube music because it flows, it goes with it, and it's not my best choice, but it's a choice that I have available for me to use. So I try to use that as much as, since it's there available, I want to use it as much as possible. And I always make sure that always in your description of your video, always include all that stuff in it. Just make sure that it's clear. Music from YouTube, music from this, whatever. When I do my Cruise Chatter news, this belongs to Cruise Chatter. The picture is theirs. You know, who did the news? Melissa, whatever her name is, Kathy, whatever her name is, and all that stuff is in there too. So you always got to be clear of when you're editing that everything is included, and just put your best idea out there and see what happens.
Right.
You know.
That's one thing I've liked about the StreamYard is it's got the functions on it now. It's so much improved now. I can actually remove music like 80% of it, so you can barely hear what it is with the AI, and then I can enhance my own voice, even if I don't have a direct microphone in front of me, even if it's a microphone coming off the camera. And a lot of videos where I've had to do that because, you know, background songs. And then, like you say, Eddie, add music. I got a subscription to Epidemic Sound. So I know there's, since I purchased that, there's no copyrights ever on that. So I add that over it, and it totally hides the music. You do not know there's any background music on these videos, and yet my voice is still clear. And so they've really come a long way. One thing I like about the Fillmore, they're constantly updating it, constantly improving it. And with the AI functions they've added to enhance lighting. Lighting is a big problem, especially with the GoPro. Other cameras, I think, are a little bit better inside. GoPro is great for outside. Inside, if you're using a GoPro, you're going to need some lighting enhancement. And I use a lot of that on a lot of my videos. In fact, anything I filmed with the GoPro now, I'm enhancing the lighting. And you can enhance the color. I can make these reds a little bit brighter. You know, for if I'm using a thumbnail, which I can make my thumbnail right there in my video. Take pictures out, cut myself out of it, take the background out, put me over somewhere else, enhance the color, and whoop, there we go. Add some lettering, you know. Look at this dude. Editing is as much work as you want to put into it. I'll just say that. You can do as little or as much as you want. And I found that the more I do of it, the faster I can get. And I don't use all the stuff. I know, Sherman and Eddie, you know that you look at the list of things that you can do on your editing equipment. You don't use all of it.
No.
You know, there's probably a half a dozen things that you use all the time, and a couple more to use once in a while. That's because I can't tell you all the stuff that StreamYard does. It's got buttons over there. I have no idea what they do. But I know what I use and what I use a lot. I use a lot of lighting addition. I use a lot of background noise and music removal, a lot of voice enhancements, and I take pictures out and I add writing in. I put music from Epidemic Sound in, and I use voiceovers when necessary. That's stuff I use on practically every video.
And I see that you do. He does do a lot of voiceovers on his videos. I try to limit as much as I can. I try to show more the filming that I'm doing. And unless I'm explaining what's about to happen that day or something, then you see me in the video. Other than that, or you might hear my voice about it. But other than that, I'll stay away from, talking into the video as much as possible.
Yeah. Let's see. Liz made it in. Hey, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
And Chris has made it in too.
Who's that guy? Who's that Chris guy?
Chris.
Night, Lee. I know it's late over there. Appreciate you stopping by.
Hey, Lee.
Okay, we'll see you in the morning.
Yep. And
hey, Bill. What's up?
Bill.
Bill's here.
You some work for those two
Getting it.
guys.
What-
No,
he
I'm
must
sorry.
be on his. He must be on his couple-day break between cruises.
Probably, yeah.
Chris said you need to work on your goatee there.
I don't. This is as big as you're gonna see it. I'm always shaving and cutting and stuff like that. I can't grow a beard for nothing. There's a section here. When I was a kid, 11, 12 years old, I ran into one of those fences for cows. You know, with the three stripes on the wire, and I got caught in on the fence, and one of the wires peeled off my skin off, so nothing grows in here. It's a big section, and nothing grows. So I don't even bother with a beard anymore.
Right. Yeah, Chris I'm stopping in. He's stuck at work.
Hey,
Chris.
Chris.
Wow.
Anthony on the move. Hey, Anthony.
Anthony.
You're going down, brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sue
Sue.
the house.
Hey, Sue.
And there's old Rick, the Texas cruiser,
Rick.
Troublemaker.
just getting off of his cruise. So we'll
Hopefully he's behaving at home now.
we'll hear some more about that tomorrow night. I know there's one
Oh yeah.
a lot on the cruise news show tomorrow night. He'll have
Yes.
tell us more about it. Let's see here. Scott's been working all day doing something so exciting.
Sounds like trouble to me. Always.
Yeah, that's why he's got a chimney.
Yeah. Amen to them.
Scott said he's soon gonna have merch and a website for all brands.
Okay.
I hope there's some coffee in there too. Oh my God.
Yes, match game, ungroup, and controversial.
Wow.
So that'll be like a Walmart right there.
Yeah, Scott's Walmart.
Everybody saying,
What
hey,
world?
let's see. Scott, did you run into your manager?
Danny wants a cut, Scott.
Yeah.
If she got to manage all that, Danny wants a raise. That's what Danny wants.
You better give out that 10%.
Scott's waiting for that 2% to come in from Carnival so he can give Danny her 1%.
That's right. That's right.
Danny's gonna take everything.
You're gonna get it all. Well, we already talked about the editing software everybody uses, and you can't. There's so many out there, and different ones work better for other people. So I don't. Yeah. There's no way you can say, just go get this, and your problems will be solved. They just got to try it out and see which one works best for them. They may wind up using a couple, to get what they want. So they just have to play around with it. How do y'all go about organizing your footage to make it easier when you go to edit? Like if you go, you go on a cruise and 7 days and you got 7 days worth of footage, how do you go about organizing it so when you get home and sit down, it's easier to put it in and start editing it?
It sometimes it is a little hard, but it all depends how you start your day. Of course, breakfast, it's definitely your open window right there. And then nighttime, as you're closing your day, kind of should be your tipping points. There's mornings where we wake up and let's say we're on a cruise, we wake up and it's almost lunchtime, so your day is already halfway gone. So I usually try to start my edit by saying, we kind of overslept or we slept a little longer, and kind of explain the deal is. That's when you might hear me talking to the camera, and I try to explain how the day starts. Some days are going to be shorter than others, because there's days that are going to be filming more depending on where we're at and what's going on during that day. Yeah, you have to be aware of where to start and when to finish, because sometimes those some videos could get mixed, and unfortunately, sometimes Alice might feel something I don't have. And sometimes I finish my video, and then she says, "Oh, here, by the way, check this out." I'm like, I gotta restart all over again. So yeah, so send it to me, and you see me room back to the computer and start working at it again all over the place. But it happens. It's no big deal. I did talk to her about it a couple of days ago. Saturday, we were talking about it. I say, I need some of your pictures and your videos that you took that I don't have to start sending it to me. Oh yeah, we'll take care of that. Take care of that. Next day, she got sick, and we haven't done anybody. My first video from the Aqua is already out. I have a couple of shorts about it already. Now I got to work on my second day, which our second day was the C day. She filmed more than me, so I still got to work, get some videos from her. So hopefully tomorrow, if she's in a good mood, I might get some of those videos sent to me, and I'll be able to check them out, make sure that it's what I'm looking for, and then I'll start cutting. Hopefully by Friday, I will have a video out over C day. And then the following day is Dominican Republic. We finally made it to Dominican Republic. Finally, I've never been there, even though I lived so close to it. I finally made it there to Taino Bay, Puerto Plata, and it was hot like Hades in there. When we got out of the ship, it's like I think I lasted 20-25 minutes tops. I couldn't hack it anymore out there, and I had to tell her. I have to tell Alice, we need to go back to. I was being nauseous. I was feeling drowsy. I was feeling a little dizzy. And I had a nice breakfast, and I'm like, I can, I grew up in Miami with all that heat, but this one, it was just too much for November. I was expecting to be in the 80s. No, 90 plus 100, oven wise cooking out turkey already. So it was bad. So, get back to it. So my second day now, it's going to be a little hard to put together, but I know I'll come up with something and work it out. But always, like I always say, always film as much more than you need, because you're always going to end up cutting stuff out, and you might need something for later. But always that extra footage that you have, there's always a short. There's always something else that you could use on your system anyway. Remember, the idea of the shorts are to entice what's going to be in your video. That's why you put out shorts out there, to make it like a salad, like a appetizer for your dinner that is going to be showing up later. So that's my take on it.
Oh yeah.
It's a two-step process for us. One, because we'll use 3 cameras: the Sony, her phone, and of course my GoPro. And so I always will say something at the beginning of a filming. Okay, today we're going to be filming the buffet, or whatever we're going to be doing, or we're going to be filming Puerto Plata. And then everything I know, until I say something else, hey, I'm going to film this. I know from wherever I say I'm filming this to I'm filming that, I know everything is going to be that one section. I do that intentionally because I know I can drop that out and yet still know what's coming until the next time I say it, whether it's on the ship, off the ship, or wherever. The second thing I do is, after we get home, immediately, like Eddie said, sometimes you got to wait for your wife's phone for a week, but yeah, eventually you'll get it. And I put all that into folders. And I look, and I'm going over this. Okay, this goes in this folder. This is the dining room. This is the buffet. And then I'll go to her phone. Oh, that's dining room. That's buffet. And inside the folders, I may even break it out into breakfast, lunch, dinner, et cetera, and put everything in folders before I start making any videos. And even then, I still once in a while got something in the wrong folder. And once in a while it happens. But surprise, it's hard to keep it all organized, because I also prescribe to the thing that Eddie said. I'm going to film way more than what I probably need. Right. I'm going to have 35 minutes for a 10-minute video or more. It's going to work out like that. Those are the things that I'm used to filming. Room tours now we can do in our sleep, and we can pretty much do that in one take. Bam, we're done, and cut. And my ship tours now I can pretty much do in my sleep, and that's all in one section too. It helps a little bit of experience, I think, will help you keep it organized in your mind somewhat so that you know what you're looking at. Leave yourself some vocal cues, even if you're not talking through the video. At least leave yourself a vocal cue. I'm filming the main dining room for evening dinner. Then you got a cue, and then put it in folders when you get home so that when you go ready to make a video, you can reach right over there and grab that buffet, and bam, there you go. Start working on it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a hell of a good idea. That's good advice.
Yeah. What I started doing was in the mornings when I got up, I would either on Carnival, I would either take a picture of the fun times heading for that day, of what day it was and where we were at, what ports we were, or if it was sea day, or I would just open the app and screenshot that. So I had basically the same information. I knew what day it was and where I was. And that does good for everything that's on my phone. And then hopefully by the date on cameras, I'll be able to say, if I get somebody like, crap, where was that at? Well, I can look at the date that it was filmed and go back and see where I was that day. So
I've had to do that too. Look at the date. I'm like, oh, I thought it was that port, and it wasn't. It was that port. Yeah,
it happened to me too. I mean, we had a sea day at the end, we had a sea day first, then Great Zero Cave, then back to Miami. I was completely, and I still lost about it. I have to keep asking her. So like, when was this thing? And she's like, no, we went here, we went there. No, we had a sea day today. No, I like, crap. This last cruise is all screwed up in this head. I'm telling you, I think the overheat and all those ports cooked something in here.
Let's see. Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy. Here.
Senor Randall, how you doing? Happy belated birthday, sir.
Eric B.
Yo. B. Yo.
I got the Cam fam. Hey, Mitch. Glad y'all can be here.
Right here. Watch out. He's a relative to Michael Myers from that movie. I don't want to say any names, but a few.
Hey, Vicky, glad you can be here.
Victoria,
doing good. Let's see here. Everybody talking back and forth. That's a good thing. Oh, we got Laura Barber. She made it in. Hey, Laura.
Yo,
Lori.
So, that's the very question today on Foodies Time, Q&A.
There you go.
Good. Everybody thinking alike. Let me get back to my notes here. We already talked about, use transitions. Don't just cut from one to the other. You have to try to blend it together.
Much better flow to your video. It is more tasteful than not just making a cut. Cuts sometimes you get lost. Like you're looking at something and a cut, and it's like, what just happened? So yeah.
So it just all flow. Make it flow together. From one to the next. It'll look a lot better.
Could be two different things. Of course, two completely different things, but because there's a transition there, makes that flow better.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you can, like you said, you can be. Sometimes we'll be on the ship, just walking around or whatever, like on a port day, walking around and filming something, and then the next section will be walking down the pier to the beach. But as long as you have that transition that blends it together, it's good. But if you just cut, you're like, wait a minute, how in the world did you get there?
Yep. Yeah, your brain doesn't react to it the same way with a transition. It kind of flows in, and the brain kind of says, "Oh, I think they did this. Okay, good." I don't know. It's just all up here.
What's some of the, I guess, common mistakes you notice, both of you, of course, notice like newer creators starting out editing videos, what's some of the common mistakes you see them making? You're like, yeah, that's.
Well, I
It's
would
just
say newer, newer people that are started, they haven't really got too much involved in it. Sometimes you try to put too much into your beginning of your video, and you were overcrowded. There's not a story there. You had too much going on, or 20 things happening in one. You like I say, most of the time you need a story. You're telling what your day is, and going into where you're going, how you got there. Make it a flow. Don't try to bottle everything up. You got plenty of time. You could do a 10-15 minute video of that, and if you need more time, you could add to it. You could always cut in, make it a part one, part two. Sometimes when you have an hour long video, it's boring. Our brain doesn't keep up with that, thinking, oh, it's 2 hours, it's an hour long. Why would I be here an hour long? Sometimes a video could be 45 minutes. So, but if it's not interesting from the beginning, or something that you really want to watch, you're gonna lose interest. So always be careful with how you do things. Sometimes shorter videos are better. A good 10-minute video. Yep, your part one, then part two, do more to it, but make sure that you have a flow for that first one to into it. So this way, you start your story again on the next on the section. Also, like I said, the music plays part of it. Don't go loud and crazy and then dead and silent. It's like, wait a minute, what just happened? Sometimes you lose people like that, so you have to constantly. Sometimes videos that are quiet, there's no talking, depending on what kind of music you play, and at a very low volume, it makes it relaxing. It makes you feel like you still want to watch the video. So you keep it going. So just gotta make sure, don't overcrowd it from the beginning. Just you do want to you might want to make a hard entrance, but at the same time, be careful what you put in there, and stay away from loud music, stay away from bad language, stay away from things on the wall. Sometimes you film stuff that not everybody's gonna like, so be careful. The stuff they put in there on your videos too. So and sometimes YouTube doesn't like that either, so be careful also.
That's right.
How do you filming, and how do you filming people too? I try to stay away from kids as much as possible. I'm always filming adults, kids, unless they have something to do with the video, then I put them in. I film a kid in one of the celebrity cruises. He was looking for duckies, so I got him. I put him in the video because I gave him ducks when I finally caught up with him in the buffet. And that's the only section you see me with the kid. Other than that, unless they're involved doing something for the video, fine. But other than that, walking around and stuff like that, no, I stay away from that stuff. The pool areas, I stay away from those also. Sometimes in the pools, there's stuff going on that you don't want on your video, or some distraction or something. Yeah, something that is going on back there while you're doing something, and you see this rumbling over here, and then people are going to be like, wait a minute, what the hell is that over there?
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what they're gonna be drawn to. Go like, wait a minute, what's going on over there?
And there goes your video, and they forgot about what they were watching, and they're just gonna go to that, and I want to know more about this. So yeah, be careful what you're filming too. Make sure that you have a block here of what you're seeing on your mind. That's what you're filming.
I see 3 big mistakes, very common. Number one is you need a gimbal. Especially if you're just using your phone or camera or whatever, and you're just doing this, you're getting people car sick. Get a gimbal. I know it's expensive, but if you really want to improve your quality of your videos, do that. Second one, we don't want to see where you're at. You're looking at your camera, your camera's looking at you, and you're going, you should see what I see right now. This is great. Look at those mountains. Look at that penguin over there. Oh my gosh, there's a seal. But we can't see it. All we see is you.
Anyway, you're over here going, what the hell is it? Show me.
Show me. Yeah. Third big mistake I see is a lot of copyright stuff. It ain't getting you now, but it's going to get you. It's going to get you getting the practice, make it a habit of don't get the copyright stuff. Don't get the copyright music. Don't film a show that's copyrighted. I myself almost made a mistake this week. You see, I got my room set up here for the Christmas, right? Well, I've got Charlie Brown stuff over here. I've got Snoopy and I've got the Charlie Brown and Woodstock. I was going to put them over here. Well, guess what? I would have got gigged for a copyright for that. So they are copyrighted. And I said, you know what? I better check on that first before I do that. Google it up. Sure, it says, no, you cannot do that. You will get a copyright. I'm like, oh, okay. So they're sitting over there. And so sometimes you got to check too before you put something up. Say, look, I've got Scooby-Doo in the background. Can I leave Scooby-Doo in the background? Do I need to blur them out? Do I need to just throw this whole video out? What do I need to do? And find out before you put it up. Oh, the guy said I could record the show. Yeah, but the people that made the music didn't. Right. So you got a great clip of the show, but you also got a copyright strike because of the music in the background. Find out these things. It's worth checking into. If you don't know, find out and start your habits now. If you're a new channel, you say, well, I'm not monetized. It don't matter. Okay. Keep being stupid and you'll carry that right on until you are monetized. And then you know what? They'll come and just take you down. So I say get good habits, get a gimbal, let people see what you're talking about, and beware of copyright issues.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
Amen to that, yes.
And like Mitch said, it feels like if you get better with recording, maybe it'll make editing easier.
And it does.
Yes.
And it does.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I wish I could get to the point where I could video and talk through it and just okay, here it is.
Yeah. Like one thing that Chad says when like you're doing things now that you don't realize, oh, I'm not monetized. Yeah, you're not monetized now, but if you ever get there, then it's like a whole new beginning. Why this is happening? Because you didn't do it before.
Right.
You know, you didn't learn about it. Maybe somebody didn't tell you, and you just got to be careful with stuff like that because it will bite you in the big ones later, and it hurts.
It can cost you your whole channel ultimately. So
yes. It happened to me. I had some copyright issues where I end up losing over 300 videos that I have to delete, and I lost over almost 400,000 views. And it was like a whole new beginning. So I got clocked out for 90 days without making a penny. You know, I'm already making pennies as it is, but 90 days, so no pennies for you, homeboy. So yeah.
It's a tough but that's why we're here. Three of us sitting here. You know, if you want some advice, you got three guys sitting here telling you some stuff from our own experience.
Oh yeah,
it will happen. So yes.
Yeah. Leah said they never have a plan, and then they just got to make something out of nothing.
And sometimes it's the best way to get stuff.
Plans are overrated.
You plan too much, it's gonna go out the door.
Yeah.
Get it?
Bad language. You know how much?
Yeah, he says ship with a P. Yeah. That's what I hear.
It's always a P. Always a P on the end of it.
I've been getting bad on my life lately. Sometimes I'm letting that New Yorker side of me come out, and I need to. But on my videos, I might sleep one or two, but that's about it. Other than that, sometimes Alice is. I could be filming, and you hear Alice going, "What you just said?" I'm like, "Oh, I got to redo this again." All right, edit.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Let's see.
Comes to the room tour. I'll let her take care of it for her channel. She has a small channel, and she likes to do the room tours. There's a few things in the ship that she likes to do.
Right.
But for me to get her to do the video, I have to be on her. Sometimes I'm done with my whole series playlist of 15 videos, and then she puts the cabin tour and like. But she's not as eager as me to get this stuff done. So yeah.
Well, I think you said, or not, it might have been Chet said it earlier. You know, the more you do it, the easier it is and the quicker you're able to do it. So you can just boom, boom, boom. Whereas if you don't do it all the time, you go, okay, let me sit down. Let me spend this 3 hours and get to try to make this 8-minute video. So the more you do it, a little bit every day, you wind up being a lot better off, I think. But that's where I got to get back into is every day, X amount of time I'm doing this and this, but life happens, and then it gets you out of your pattern, out of your routine, and it's about like going to the gym. Once you get out, as long as you're going, it's easy. But you have one bump and it throws you a pattern off, and it takes a lot to get back into it.
Amen to that. Yes.
Yep.
It's like a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Well, the question I had put up the poll in the chat was, I'll ask y'all, what was the one thing you wish you knew when you first started editing?
I have no idea. I'll tell you one thing. I have no idea I was getting myself into this. I always liked effects and all that good stuff. I learned this stuff in school, but for television. And then here, when moved down here to Georgia, and my grandniece is the one who got me into YouTube, and she's like doing all this stuff, and I'm like, look at her like, what in the world's wrong with you? What would you say? What would you think that I want to get into this? What is wrong with you? Kid, what's wrong? 14 years old, and she's doing all this stuff. And then eventually she won because she got me to listen to her. She got me to start looking at it. And eventually 6 months later, that's when I finally got real with the channel. And I start liking it. And it brought back all that memory from back in the 90s when I worked with those big systems. And everything here is so compact and easy that now everything I do, I'm already editing. In my head, I'm already going at it. As soon as I get the chance to have that hurt. That I have Wi-Fi to work with, forget it. I'm in it. Before you know it, I already had a video out and stuff like that. And Alice sometimes says to me, "How many videos you did today?" I would say 4. She's like, "Already?" I said, "Yeah." Boom, 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 done, out of the way. So I like it. I enjoy editing. I freaking like it on that phone right there. Now put me on the computer and things might be a little different. That's why I do everything on the phone and as soon as possible because it's right there. It's so available. I publish on everything right there. Now I'm doing Suno. Now I'm doing some other stuff. Little by little. This restream stuff, it's getting a little complicated in the mornings. But I'm trying to learn about it. StreamYard is getting up to $50 a month. I can't afford that. So I'm trying to work out a deal with Jeremy because he's the one who wants to go to Restream. I want to stay with StreamYard no matter what. But his flow is kind of pulling me his way more now. So I see his idea. So we're working on it. So, but when it comes to editing, I'm telling you, it's easy peasy to me. It's like a flow. I'm already slight retail to me. I could go back to work now, like nothing never left. Even though with my handicap stuff, the tours of the ships and stuff like that, I don't do any of that because it's too much walking around. Right. It's very consuming of time also. Mm-hmm. And I try to stick to other stuff. I know there's a lot of channels out there that enjoy doing ship tours, so let them take care of that. I just stick to what I have available around me and try to make it easier. Lately I've been trying to do things the handicap way. How do a handicap person deal with this? Right. Stuff like that. Because it's our point of view, me and Chet's point of view, it's a lot different point of view than yours, Sherman. I'm not saying because you're high, you're our size, you see things different from up there than we do from down here. But sitting in a wheelchair or not moving around as much, you see things differently, and the reaction of the people is different. Some places you go, they're not as comfortable as they should be. So we're working on it. Things are getting better. At least I will tell you that when it comes to ships and stuff. There's some sections, there's some decks on the ships that's still hard to get. There's steps. There's no elevators or anything like that to help you get up there. So
Right.
to me, climbing up a lot steps, it's a little hard. Still,
Right.
even though I do have 2 legs on that. So I know if it's hard for me, it's hard for Chet too. So and other people gets a little harder. Like I wanted to do the dry slide on the aqua. Once we found out where it was, and there were steps to go up, and I'm like, nope, I can't do it. So I just stuck, without doing that part. So
Yeah, as far as what I wish I knew, I walked into it totally ignorant. I knew nothing about editing a video, zero. And I'm glad I did. If I knew then what I was going to have to know now where I'm at, I think it would have been too overwhelming, and I would have went, oh, I don't think I can do that. Right. But going into it ignorant and learning it step by step was actually a good thing. So there's really nothing I'm going to say I wish I knew. I'm kind of glad for my ignorance of not knowing anything and learning it step by step, improving with each video I made. Because I can look back on some videos, from a year or 2 years ago and go, oh, I could have done that better. I could have improved here or there. In some cases, the software wasn't available yet to do that. Yeah. But still, I recognize it. In other cases, I just didn't know how to use the software to do the improvement that I wanted to make. So I like the process of it. It's interesting. And even for, old farts like us, we still like learning new things as we go. We don't want to learn too much at one time, though. Keep us in the dark. Just feed us, a bite at a time, and we'll eat that whole cake. Yeah.
Just a little bit at a time.
Amen to that. Yes.
And I'm learning something new every day. In fact, me and Sherman were talking about the new Halloween stuff coming up on StreamYard, or not Halloween, the Thanksgiving stuff. So tomorrow morning, I'll have my Thanksgiving something up here coming up from StreamYard, which is what we use for all of our live shows. It's just we do it because it's easy and because we do enough lives to, that we want to do something easy that's reliable. When we out of town, of course, we use the YouTube live thing, and I don't like it as well. I would never use the YouTube live from home. I'm going to use the StreamYard.
I used it once. That was it.
Yeah, once. Yeah.
Yep.
We use it only, if we're doing the butterfly garden. We have another channel, the Fluttering Dreams. Out there, she'll go live once in a while, and has to use the YouTube. But we prefer not. But at least it is available.
Oh yeah.
And with the StreamYard now, you can shoot. You can put out horizontal and vertical at the same time.
Yeah.
So I have not done that yet.
It drives me crazy when I see both. Usually, Jimmy in the mornings have both the landscape and the portrait, and it's like, who am I looking at?
Right. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I'm tempted to put it over on Instagram or something, because Facebook, you don't need it. I only use Facebook and YouTube, but we do have an Instagram account. Maybe I'll try it one day just for giggles.
Yeah, I won't streaming it out anywhere, but I had it up a couple times playing with it, looking, and I get confused. I'm like, okay, what one? So I'll close it, back to the old way. And do that.
Yeah, but on portrait, I see myself like halfway. I'm like,
yeah,
wait a minute. And then you see me here in the landscape going like, what is he doing? Yeah, bucking. Yeah. Just one of those deals.
We're just taking a bite of it. 6 months from now, we'll be like, I can't believe we didn't use this 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Linda says she despises doing voiceovers.
Don't despise it. Kind of welcome it. But just don't use it as much as you have to, or try to play with it. I mean, I don't despise it. I use it once in a very blue moon, but I stay away from talking to anything else. Even sending a text, I don't like talking to the phone. Alice will talk to the phone all the time, but I'm like, nope. So yeah.
I see what Liz is saying there. There are a lot of work. The ship tours being a lot of work. I still love to do them. It's one of my favorite things. I have to do a cabin tour, and I have to do a ship tour on every ship. And I always do the voiceovers now. and I experimented with it. I did one on the Norwegian Breakaway, and I did them two, and I set them out about a month apart. One with nothing but music, but you could see everything, the whole ship. I did the exact same video, didn't change anything, but I did voiceover to describe what we're seeing, and I put it up second, and it outperformed the first one with no voiceover by a lot. I mean, They both still got a lot of views, thousands of views, but the voiceover did help. So I think there's room for both. If you prefer doing them with no voiceover, just talking, or nothing, just put music, anything, there's room for all of that. You don't have to do it a certain way. And that's the great thing, because some people, I've had people comment, I wish you had a voiceover on this. And other ones are like, hey, shut up so I can watch the video. So there's room for both.
Oh, yeah. That's something I hadn't really messed with is any voiceovers. There's some videos that I know I need to have a little bit of voiceover, in a couple things, and I just hadn't ever done it. I need to start doing it. Not all the time, but in a couple places I can see where it would be beneficial to have a voiceover. I know Shannon does a lot of voiceover in her videos. She'll just record, put it up there, and then she'll voice over almost the whole thing.
I've done that myself sometimes because the sound quality was so poor, and I couldn't, now StreamYard's good enough I could probably fix it. But a year ago when it wasn't, I said, I just can't fix the sound on this. I just take all the sound out. But I listened to what happened in the video, make notes. Like you say, it's a lot of work, Liz. You're right. A lot of notes, and then go back and voice over. Do it a segment at a time. You can't memorize the whole thing and just shoot it one whack. You do, a 2-minute segment, another 1-minute segment, and so forth.
Yeah. Dan's not a fan of vertical streams.
Me neither. Yeah. Me neither.
So, 20-year-old friend, she finally realized that she had to do relate, but he likes, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, and so you can live, so you can. Y'all can tell them a lot better than I can, but that way you can get to what your normal life is now. If something happens.
Yeah. I have no idea 30 years ago that I was going to be where I'm at right now. I always knew in the back of my head, something always said to me, you might end up in a wheelchair. You might end up in a wheelchair. I keep hearing that in here. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I end up in a wheelchair, be brought into the ship. I have my own electric wheelchair here that at the last minute I decided to leave behind. But on the next few ships, I'm bringing it because it makes it a lot easier for me.
Right.
I have to take a wheelchair. It's a necessity. There's no option because the leg has to come off. I'm good for so many steps a day. Physically, I'm able to walk 100 miles. But the stump just won't take it. It's just, I would show it to you here now, it would probably freak you out. It's like a scabbed over 9 years later. And you'd think, oh, look at that scabbed over. It'd probably just heal up in another couple of weeks. Well, it's been like that for 9 years. It's never healing up. So it can take so much. And then otherwise I split it open and it gets really gross and have to go get surgery and things like that. So wheelchair's a necessity. It's just part of life. And sometimes, like Eddie said, you can just take what you're experiencing because somebody else is going to experience it too, and throw it out there. And, I made a great video, Eddie, you'd like on Virgin Voyages. It's a short. It's a short I put up of going down the hallway. Virgin is the perfect ship for anybody in a wheelchair because the cleaning carts are made for the ship and the doorway accesses. Their cleaning carts fit in between the doors of the cabins and the width of the hall. So you have the entire width of the hall, even with the cleaning cart there. So it's never blocked by cleaning carts.
Now that you said that, that's one thing I saw bad on the Aqua. When we got to our deck 11, as soon as we got out of the elevators and I turned into our hall, the moment I made that next turn, even with my walker here, I have to fold it to go through it. With the wheelchair, forget it. It was never going to happen. So it was either I would have to get up the wheelchair, fold it to, and push it down the few cabins until I got to mine because it was just too much stuff. The same thing happens with embarkation day when they start bringing those luggage out and you're going to your cabin at 1:30, 2 o'clock when they tell you that you're free to go. I rather just wait another hour or two before I go because it's just forget about it.
Sometimes it's been a nightmare. I've been on some Carnival ships where there's cleaning carts. You can't get around them. People's dishes laying out there. Somebody's scooter parked in the hall. And, I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to have to hop on one leg down this whole hall. Hold up my wheelchair, hop, 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 hop.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do that 20 years from now when I'm in my 80s.
Danny says, yeah, for Helen, she'll be bringing her wheelchair, but for Switzerland, she'll be leaving it at home.
Yep. There'll be something available over there.
You might want it in Switzerland too, Danny. Get up that high altitude, a little bit harder to breathe, and prosthetic. The sock for the nub would rub him raw some days. Yeah, I know some of y'all seen my liner. It's silicone, and that's where the knee goes down in there. And let's just say it's just. If you have a good stump, it's okay. I don't have a good stump. They wanted to go above the knee, and I said no, thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I'd rather have 8,000 steps a day or 10,000 steps a day and have a little bit of pain involved than to be above the knee. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Well, they always say time flies when you're having fun. We're already over the hour mark.
We could go another hour probably.
And
get me and Eddie doing this.
Yeah. Well, we're not halfway through, so maybe we can do a part 2.
Amen to that. There's always a chance for that. Yes.
Part 2, sure, I'm in.
We can do a part 2. We'll get together in the next couple of weeks, and when everybody's available, and do a part 2 and finish up where we are, because I think it's a lot of good ideas and good feedback from the chat along with y'all, and hopefully it's helping us. I know I'm getting some things that maybe I'll do now that I knew I needed to do, but y'all telling me, this is what you need to do. Kind of go a little more, I hope. So let's see a couple things. Let's see. She can use a cane too.
Yeah,
we'll probably walking a lot in Switzerland, so we'll see. Yeah.
Switzerland, I know that Europe is not as ADA prone as here in the States. So some places you might be a little rough walking around. So be careful what you're, bringing with you. Good thing that for Danny, she's gonna have her family there, so that definitely help her with that.
I'd take a wheelchair, Danny. I'm just saying. I've looked at videos of Europe, and I ain't seen a place yet over in Europe that's ADA friendly. Zero.
Yeah.
She might be able to rent one at the airport with it and then keep it for the few days that are going to be there, or there might be a company where you could
just rent one. Yeah, absolutely, just rent one. Yeah.
Rent one when you get over there, because like you said, it's going to be harder on you walking at a higher altitude and
hills,
and the streets ain't that. What I've seen, they're not that smooth and everything. So it'll be a lot more challenging. So that's a long ways from home not to have one.
It's better to have it and not need it than to wish you had it and there ain't one to be found.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, once I got to the ship, I said, I wish I would have brought that thing with me, and I left it home. So that's why in the next ones, I'm bringing that thing with me.
Right.
And I'm already looking at a scooter to get also a scooter, just to have it for the cruises and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I don't want to do
it. Woo! Did you do that?
Somehow she always turns talking about me.
Yeah, she's good at flipping it, ain't she?
Big time.
She's a female.
I used to be so quiet 3 years ago. Now, yeah.
Wait till you meet her in real life if you haven't already.
in Helen next year.
Danny's great. I was so fortunate to get to meet her, and she's awesome. She's more awesome in real life.
Right.
She better knows how to swim because she might be going in the Chattahoochee River.
Well, that's why I'm just going to video y'all two going at it.
Vlog it for us, Sherman. Go live.
Not at all.
So, all right, here we go. We got it going.
100,000 views coming up.
I'm gonna have to get my ass whooped there. Let her beat me up.
Yeah. She said, "I'll run."
Yeah, and forget him. By the time I catch up,
Chris made it up the Eiffel Tower. With
okay. So that's the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
That's a tourist place.
Yeah.
Other places they're not tourist friendly, or they were meant to be a tourist area, and people go and they're still not really built for it. And some of the hotels, hopefully you have an elevator, like in New York City, 4-level building doesn't have an elevator, so it has to be takes a little higher. So
a lot of places with no elevators over there. Kenny may be in a wheelchair, so wheelchair races with me and Kenny.
Oh my God.
I'll watch that. Somebody vlog that. I'll watch it.
So y'all three going to race. I'm going to film.
Running down to Das Ice Cream. Whoever gets there gets free ice cream.
That's right. That's recommend everyone to see it go up. Lord. All right, we'll get out here. Like I said, we'll get together in the next week or two, and we'll do a part 2 and finish up.
Definitely.
And see.
If Brady can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. Hey.
Boom, boom, bada bing.
All you need is a nap and an energy drink, and you're good to go. So, well, I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Like I said, it was a lot of good information and good ideas, and I'm sure a lot of people got some things out of it. I know I did. Got some things from the chat, so I think that's the good thing about doing lives is you're able to interact with everybody in the chat, and a lot of them are going to give you ideas that you didn't think about either. So.
That's right.
I'm open to learn something new every day.
Me too.
So, all right, well, we'll get out of here, and I'll be back tomorrow night with Uncle Dave and Rick for the cruise news, and I know we'll hear some more about the new MSC ship in that little port area in the middle of the country down there. I ain't even gonna say the name of it. But that little port down there, so we'll hear about that, and but it'll be some good stuff. So, but appreciate everybody coming by, and we'll see y'all around. See you next time.
See ya.